Hey YouTube, Smoky Mountain Piper here, and tonight I'm having a little fire. It's a real nice night for it. It's not too cold, not too, it's that perfect night to have a fire. Tonight I really don't have a video really planned out. I just figured I would do one just for the heck of it. I figured I would, maybe invite you guys to have a bonfire with me. There's always good times around a bonfire. Bonfires are really good because a lot of stories are told about the bonfire and stuff like that. That's why I really enjoy being out in the country. In the city you really can't do things like this. I think it's kind of unfair, I mean, we still did them in the city, but we had to be very careful about, neighbors and things like that. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise sitting back in the 40 on the muddy river. Stuff never gets old. Smoking some an aromatic called Molto Ghost. Molto Ghost. I think that's the right way. I'm not very well. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to try. Perfection is something I don't strive for, because if you strive for it, you gotta keep at it. It's not enough. It's too much trouble. Oh, I can hear the crickets, the tree frogs. It's a nice night. Fire's great. Probably can't see, you can barely see me, but I got my Cobhamshire pipe right here. See my hand go up right here. See my hand right here. Pipe right there. Use the firelight in the back. See the plastic acorn shape on it. Nice long bit church board, and I love church board. A few days ago, I was really down. I tried really heavy video. I was denied for the 4th time for my Social Security disability for my Crohn's. For those out there that don't know what Crohn's is basically it's a form of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and like I said, it controls your life. Even if you are on good medications, you're still gonna have your good days. You're gonna have your bad days, and some people have more bad days than good days. Some people have more good days than bad days. For me, it's about in between. But I'm thankful for that, because if you're not on medication, you're pretty much not going anywhere except from the bathroom to bed to couch to bathroom to couch, bathroom to couch. I mean, I was going almost every half hour when I was off my medication, when I lost my medication. But yeah, I waited 6 long months for that stupid. I mean, they sent 2 letters in, and it was just like a smack in the face, double smack in the face. Like, oh, here's one side, here's the left side. Just, and I just, there's some people that are on it that don't deserve to be on it, and then there's people that deserve to be on it that are not getting enough. I mean, I'm not asking for $1 million. I'm just asking for enough to help pay for bills and things like that. Um, my colonoscopies cost 1,400 each time, and I gotta have one in a few more months, and I'm not really looking forward to it. So most likely, I probably won't be getting it because my dad can only pay for that stuff for so long, and then pretty soon he's gonna have to go back to work. He's fully retired along with my mom, and I really don't want my dad to have to go back to work on account of me. So that's why I'm trying to get on Social Security. And country jobs, unless you own your own business, living in a small town and in the country, you're really not gonna, unless, like I said, unless you own your own business, you're really not gonna make the money that you want. And I mean, worst case comes to worst, I don't know. I really don't want to think about that, but I mean, like I said, there's been some stuff on my mind, these last few days, and I figured I would, talk it out through you guys. Maybe you guys have some advice for me. I would love to start making pipes. I love making things. But it's just, having Crohn's disease is not easy. I go to work. I go to the bathroom at least 3 to 4 times before going to work. And then even when I do get to work, maybe about an hour or two later during my shift, I have to go to the bathroom again at least a couple of times, or maybe even 3 times. So I'm going around 6 to almost 8 times a day, and it takes me around 20 to 30 minutes to go to the bathroom. And it's just, I don't, there's so many variables with it, but other than that, that's, I take my day one at a time, and that's all I can ask for. Finally got my big check for my taxes in, my 1,000 something. Had to put a couple hundred in the bank for my truck payment. I got one more year of my truck payment, and it should be done and paid for. I only borrowed $3,500 from the bank, and I'm pretty close to paying it off, so I have about one more year to pay it off. But then I gotta do some work to it because a guy or someone hit me when I was at work, and they just hit and run. They didn't even leave a note or anything about my truck, so I gotta fix that and stuff and do some repainting on it, which I like doing. I like painting. Trying to get back into painting. I love watching Bob Ross. If you've ever watched his stuff on YouTube or on WC or whatever channel it is, your local news channel or your outdoor channel or something like that. But it's like a CW or NBC or it's the channel that like Sid the Science Kid comes on and stuff like that. I love that show. I love the Halloween episode. That's my favorite. But turns out he was using oil paints. I thought he was using acrylics. So I'm getting into oil paints. Went out and bought a $9 set from Walmart. I know it's probably not going to be the best, but I'm going to give it a try, see if it's any different. And got some odorless thinner that he uses. And my dad bought me some brushes, the real big brushes, like how he uses the 1-inch and the 2-inch brushes. And, I'm gonna try my hand at that. Right now I'm painting one picture. I have the sky in, which I really like. I used acrylic, but I'm gonna use oil for the rest of it. I'm gonna do a Viking settlement. I bought a magazine, the National Geographic, the Viking ship on the front, and it just says Vikings on it. And there's a picture of it's like a hill. There's 2 hills, and there's there's roads in between, and there's Viking tents, and there's the longhouses. I'm gonna try to paint that. I think it's a really beautiful image in that book. So I'm gonna try to not exactly recreate it, but add things to it that I would like, and I'm gonna hang that in my living room. So that's what I'm looking forward to with painting right now. But yeah, it's a beautiful night. Like I said, I wanted to share it with you guys. You know, I'm very thankful for my new subscribers. I've gotten 3 new subscribers within the last maybe week or so, and it's really great. My channel's growing. Not the speed that I would like to, but it's still growing, which I'm very proud of myself. You know, I didn't think a lot of people would want to watch me, but apparently you guys do, so I really appreciate that. Like I said, I got my fire going. I'm relaxing. I got my lights, my porch lights on in the background over here, so that I can see where, you know, to go to the porch and all that stuff. You know, little things like that really, you know, makes life sweet. You know, and like I said, I just want to enjoy this with you guys and smoke some Malto, something I haven't smoked in a while. It's really good. I mean, it's a thick coated aromatic. I mean, that stuff does not dry out. I mean, I've had this stuff for maybe about a year now, maybe less than a year, but still a long time. So. But it smokes great. I'm gonna try to see if this, like, you can see me a little bit better. Not exactly. You can't really see me. Can't really see me there either. So I'm just gonna do one of that. Like I said, you guys can see the fire. You know, and it's a nice little fire. Let's see. There we go. But like I said, this video is not going to be that long. I'm going to try to keep it under 15 minutes. I'm probably going to put a little music in this video. But with the frogs and the crickets going, you know, why would you want to? But it's getting a little chilly out. Wind's starting to change way. It's starting to come my way, and the smoke's starting to. Well, it's not really in my way yet, but it's going this way. Say it's supposed to rain today, or later tonight, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow won't be too bad, because I gotta work tomorrow, and I get shopping carts all day at work because no one else will. Well, I can't really say that. There's a few people there that will get shopping carts that I really appreciate them doing, and that's Ryan and Brian and Brian. Brian, one of the Bryans is my cousin. The other Brian, I met him, real good guy. He's in his maybe late 40s, early 50s. He's a car guy. He likes old antique cars, trucks, things like that. He got a 1950 truck, and it's been sitting for God knows how many years, and he went out there and he did some tweaking on it, put a little of this, a little of that on it, and all of a sudden fired right up. And he even showed me on his phone, and he's a good mechanic. He knows what he's doing. He's like how my dad is. You know, my dad can take apart a tractor. He can take apart anything and fix it up and have it back together within, you know, less than a week. You know, he took apart our tractor. I think he took that apart for about maybe 3 or 4 days, waiting for parts through the mail, and he had that thing back together in a day and a half. So I mean, like, it was done within, you know, it's unbelievable how fast he works, you know. I mean, it was back together like that. Woo! Fire hit me. Should have seen that coming. But anyway, I'm gonna fix my fire, and I think I'm gonna call it because it's getting kind of late. So I will see you guys in the next video.